Hi, this is Osman. I'm an energy healer, yoga and meditation teacher, and an entrepreneur. Be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com. And I apply natural, holistic methods of wellness using ancient sciences as well as modern day scientific discoveries, but all 100% natural. And these are not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition or illness, please consult a qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality. Okay, so I like discussing controversial topics or topics that normally people in my field that have spent many decades are uncomfortable discussing. And I want to discuss is can yoga and meditation help you to manipulate people? Answer is yes, right? You can manipulate the psychology of other people and get them to bend your way and influence them, but you cannot forcefully control them in the initial stages. But eventually you can forcefully control people, control where you put such a strong influence in the mind, right? That the only relief for that person is to do your bidding, you know. And does this mean that we take away the free will of the other person? Yes, it means that. You're taking away the free will and you're interfering with the free will of other people. So is this ethically something that you want to do? So how much of free will do you have anyway? You're thinking you have free will, but you're living in a conditioned society where the food you're consuming is also influencing and heavily manipulating your psychology and your chemical balances. And society as a whole is geared towards keeping you in a certain type of structure that was created by entity or people or organization that made the structure for their benefit, right, to some level. So I'm not trying to go into any conspiracy theories and so forth, but just say, okay, you say independent, how independent? And by practicing yoga and meditation, can you get back some of your independence? Yes. But getting back means being able to have your way, and you are a member 1 in 8 billion, right? You are just 1 in 8 billion. In order to get your way, you need to be able to override the rights of others if it clashes with your rights, right? Means the capacity to be able to manipulate others. So yes, you can manipulate, and you learn, to fine tune your mind, that you can even be able to understand what other people are thinking and influence their thought. And you can influence what they are thinking and imagining as well by creating a preformed drama in their mind. You write the script, what you want them to think. Right? This is possible. It is a science that you can go deep into and learn this art form and be able to influence people. But just by standard practice of yoga and meditation creates a more balanced you and balances your energies and influences the imbalance of people surrounding you, or the people that you think about, or the people that are in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be geographically, in your locality, it can be anywhere on the planet or in the universe. Just by them, thinking of you and you thinking of them, you're connected, right? And your balance or imbalance will influence that person that you're connected with, right? And by you working on the balance, going to improve the balance of others, means you can manipulate them into becoming more balanced and to improving their life without you talking to them, how to be better. They on their own will start to think rationally, into what's good, because you know what is good for them. And if you tell them, they're not listening, but you just have to think it regularly, and they, whenever you think of them, and they will start thinking that way as well, and they will start doing things according, because you are bringing better harmony and balance. It's in a positive sense. But this capacity, when you learn how to use it consciously more and more, and you gain strength in it, it can be abused, right? And so it's another avenue, and influence. And then you can go into, being able to communicate and influence with the assistance of other entities, higher frequency entities, and so forth, and be able to tap into communicating with the higher frequencies and getting them to work for you and getting into contracts, with powerful entities that can, bring about or manipulate the world, in accordance to the way you want it, and bring about massive popularity, massive, wealth as well, right? If you want to go that way, right? That is possible as well. So I hope that answers your question, from my perspective. Be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for further discussions on, contemporary subject matters that may be of interest to you and applicable to your current day challenges and life problems. And take care of yourself.